Hello dear Libra. Today, I am ready and prepared for this reading with advice, revelations, and tarot prophecies for you. I hope you are doing very well. I thank you infinitely for your presence, for your likes, and your beautiful comments. Of course, also for your subscription. It really makes me very happy that you are here. Please stay until the end. If you are here, it may not be by chance. Maybe there is a message that you need to hear right now. Remember that you are the owner of your future, and you are free to make your own decisions. Keep in mind that these messages are general. If they do not resonate with you, let them go. Now, let's look at the energies that are developing in different areas of your life, such as love, money, health, and family.
First, I leave you with the tip of the day: don't borrow something you can't pay back. If you can, try to get it yourself. Today is an important day for you to let go of some things, calm down, and have someone else make dinner tonight. If all you want to do is do nothing and lay around, that's your right. Let others make their own decisions, and don't try to manipulate them into doing what you want. Things will fall into place naturally if you let go of your control a little. You may feel a rush of energy today, and you may be wondering what to do with it. You're a creative person, so you might want to channel it into a hobby. Even reorganizing any collection requires a certain amount of creativity. Of course, that combination of energy and creativity has its uses in the bedroom, so if you're in a relationship, save some for them too. If you have to work today, you'll find yourself in an unusual position of authority. Your boss or superior might ask you to help coordinate a project or train some employees. Your natural talent as a teacher will help you communicate your points to your colleagues effectively. Or you might be asked to lead a project yourself. Don't be intimidated by this project. It's good for you to boost your self-esteem with such a project. Anger will take over you today. Be careful of the actions that this turbulent feeling may unleash. Do your best to determine the root of such anger. If the cause of such feeling is an obvious injustice, take it as an opportunity to propose changes and reforms to an unfavorable and unjust policy. Today, you can do or say nothing wrong. In fact, the talents you display are the rule, not the exception. Why don't you take this skill more seriously? You mock this talent as if it were a trick, good for fun, but of no real value. Well, it's time for you to reconsider this idea. If you wish, you can turn this again into a way to earn a living. The moon, your ruler, invites you to create a warm and welcoming atmosphere in your home, where you can enjoy meaningful moments with your family and friends. However, it will also be a time to listen to your intuition and reflect on your emotions. If you have been feeling stressed or anxious, this season offers you the opportunity to recharge and find inner peace. Don't forget to take care of yourself while you take care of others. Below are your lucky numbers and color for today, but first, I invite you to leave me a like. Your support encourages me to continue with my readings, hoping to help you in your daily life. Your ruling numbers for today are 7 and 13. Try to use them as much as possible. Take advantage of them, as they will only be with you for today. If you have the opportunity to participate with these numbers in a draw, don't miss the chance to do so. Your lucky color for today is green. Try to wear some clothing in this color, or you could wear an accessory that contains it, as this will bring luck to your day and will also make you look incredible. If throughout the day you have to choose something that contains this or another color, do not hesitate to choose the one that contains your lucky color. A cloud of confusion seems to surround you. You have many fronts on which you must make decisions, and that at times can be paralyzing for you. Try to take it easy, because if you rush, you could make mistakes. Try to get out of the confusion by organizing your ideas and putting the most urgent aspects that need to be attended to first. Try not to forget what is most important. After a strange fog that seems to confuse everything and that makes you less confident when making decisions, much more hopeful hours are coming. Once you have made the appropriate decisions, you will be well on your way to your destiny. In interpersonal relationships, there may be disagreements or distances with others, which should not be dramatized, but neither should one be indifferent. As for the body, some frictions with one's partner may seem silly, but they respond to deeper reasons that, if they are covered up, tend to grow, develop, and explode. On the other hand, there are new opportunities opening up in the realm of business or personal finance. It may be new income or the arrival of someone you can consider a benefactor or mentor. Don't try to impress or be a different person than you already are. The way you present yourself in life is what others see in you, and I have to tell you that you are a wonderful being, so trust me. The universe is inviting you to take a deep breath and reconnect with the power of the present moment. The cards reveal that the past may be causing you unnecessary emotional weight, while worries about the future could be creating anxiety. The key to releasing your energy is in the here and now. Trust that whatever needs to happen will happen at the perfect time. Your capacity for empathy and sensitivity, while powerful, should not be confused with weakness. On this day, you will learn to set healthy boundaries and let go of what you cannot control. This change in attitude will not only free you from emotional burdens, but it will ignite a spark of empowerment that will transform the way you approach your day. Today is an excellent day to reconnect with what makes you feel alive and recharge your energies. The Four of Pentacles in your reading represents stability and focus, but it can also speak of a person or situation that is too attached to something. In your case, someone is thinking intensely about you. It is important, like the initial advice, to focus on your own values and needs before allowing this energy into your life. While this person may seem like a stable figure, evaluate whether their interest is genuine or stemming from a time of personal need. The Emperor, a powerful and determined figure, appears in your reading, representing someone with a strong influence in your life. This could be a person returning, looking to rekindle a connection, or someone new who projects authority and confidence. This is a call to maintain your own personal power and not give in to unbalanced dynamics. If this person returns, make sure their intentions are clear and sincere. The Hanged Man reversed indicates that a situation that seems stagnant is finally starting to move forward. A relationship or connection that seemed forgotten is reactivated with new possibilities. However, the Hanged Man reversed also reminds you to question whether this transformation is what you really want. The time that has passed does not come back, and you have the power to decide if it is worth reopening this cycle. The Nine of Cups is the card of fulfilled wishes and emotional abundance. Today is a day to focus on what truly makes you happy. While there may be promises of reconciliation or new connections, the key is in your emotional well-being. Don't let anyone steal your peace. This is a time to reap what you have worked so hard for, both in love and in your personal projects. The Magician indicates an awakening, a new beginning filled with possibilities. Someone new may come into your life, or you may discover a talent or desire you hadn't noticed before. It's a time to use your skills and energy in creative and transformative ways. You have the power to manifest your desires, but make sure your intentions are aligned with your long-term well-being. Dear, today marks the beginning of a new stage for you. The universe hears your prayers and offers you the opportunity to heal and move forward. In terms of health, a good dose of rest is what your body is asking for now. Try to slow down with so much professional and social activity, to which you also like to add internal training sessions or very strict diets. Not all people of your sign, but there is a tendency today to perhaps become a little obsessed with this. You have to be careful now. You should think better about how to relieve tension and, in addition, make it something pleasant. It is not necessary to go through life with deadlines to meet all the time, with constant stress or with planned objectives as if it were a company or a sales program. So relax a little, forget about obligations and commitments, put your mobile devices on silent, and relax. Find moments to enjoy yourself. Your time for work, let's say you work in a busy office or somewhere with a lot of movement. Chances are, before you even get into your office, you're already at full capacity due to calls, messages, stress. Let's also say you have personal things to do in your daily life that you've been pushing off all this time. What do? Do you tackle all the fronts of your work, which usually never end, or do you set aside an hour for yourself and do what you have to do for yourself? The important thing is how you prioritize things. If you're in the second option, you're on the right track. Get organized. Of course, work is work, and it usually never ends. There are people who don't set limits. There are people who, even if they go home, continue working, or, well, if you already work from home, you don't have to force yourself to stop, because if you do that, it doesn't stop, and there's always something to do. So dedicate yourself to your business, which is something to value. Try to put the things you need to do first: bills, banking, the doctor, classes, and what you like manicures and hairdressing, for example. Then let everything else come. But if you aim to finish up work to do what you want, you may get an unpleasant surprise. On the other hand, for those of you who are looking for work, today changes a little. It varies, because the position of Jupiter is very ambiguous. It appears a little dual. So, for those of you who are looking for work, there is nothing wrong. In fact, what you are doing is fine, although perhaps you lack a little focus. You must focus on what does not make you waste time, because the search itself today can give you the feeling, in the middle of the afternoon or before going to sleep, of having wasted the day. So you already have this warning: when you hear this prediction from very early on, start looking. Do more than you would do, and so when evening comes, you will not have the feeling of not having made the most of the day, but just the opposite. On the economic front, today you could face financial challenges, especially related to family or property matters. If you are dealing with a dispute or tension over property, the message is clear: do not waste your energy on conflicts that are not worth it. Sometimes, peace of mind is more valuable than any material gain. If you feel that the situation is unfair, consider seeking professional advice to ease your emotional burden. Despite these setbacks, the tarot indicates that unexpected financial opportunities could appear. Of course, not all options will be ideal, and it is essential that you trust your intuition to make good decisions. If we're talking about domestic economics, well, manage yourself in a very sensible way. Luckily, you're already at a point in your life where common sense appears, which is what's important. You've always been a fairly sensible person, but obviously, maturity and life experience are a plus. It's a master's degree. It's a degree. Keep your eyes open for new offerings, especially those that are aligned with your long-term goals. This is a time to be strategic and cautious with your resources. Make a point of being grateful for what you already have, as this practice opens pathways to greater financial blessings. Repeat positive affirmations like I am ready to receive abundance in all its forms. This energy of optimism and confidence will attract favorable outcomes. Lastly, pay attention to small strokes of luck. You may receive an important message or find an opportunity that seems fortuitous, but is meant to propel you forward. Remember that good financial decisions are made from a place of calm, not urgency. Today, more than ever, focus on choosing your battles and protecting your stability. When it comes to love, you have to weigh up your desires for passion and the value you place on your current relationship. Those of you who have been in a relationship for many years will not have any problems. You won't even consider it. But those of you who have been in a relationship for a short time, a few weeks, a few months, will perhaps, if you were a very free person before, now see that, as is normal with relationships, there are things you have to give up a little. It's not about comparing the weight of relationships. It's obvious that the love story you've been living for a long time may be more or less beautiful, but it's authentic. The ephemeral, the transgression, the passionate passion which doesn't usually last, may now be what your soul is asking for. Both have their own value. What you choose is important, as long as you're okay. This only applies to those of you who have been in a relationship for a short time, who wouldn't even be considered a couple, since you'd still be getting to know someone. For those of you who are already in a very established relationship, whether living together or not, but who have someone you can consider a boyfriend or girlfriend, I have to tell you that you are doing well. You can be better, of course, but don't try to compare and evaluate what is best for you at this point in your life. Be careful if you are in a stable relationship. Be careful of absurd misunderstandings, especially domestic ones. It is expected that misunderstandings, confusion, or forgetfulness will flourish, which will fuel the fire and may lead to confrontations or fights. But you will also experience intimate and pleasant moments that will make you rethink your decisions regarding some kind of separation. So, in these days when you will be sailing through water and oil, it is better that you do not make too many decisions and, above all, that you live love, because love can do everything. If you are single, it is time to light a spark in your relationship that is just beginning. If you still don't know someone who makes your heart tick, get ready, because they will soon appear. Spending more time together, going for a romantic walk in the moonlight, or sharing feelings, can be good options to start. These are ways to conquer the heart of the other person who has just entered your life. And, as I said, if they are about to enter, let yourself be surprised. In the family realm, you could face tensions related to a financial matter or shared assets. The cards advise you to choose your battles wisely. While it's important to stand up for what you believe is right, it's also essential to protect your peace of mind. If the situation becomes too tense, consider delegating to a mediator or seeking professional advice. Today is a good time to reflect on your family relationships and strengthen the bonds that really matter. Sometimes, a simple gesture of reconciliation can change the dynamics of a relationship. If you feel that someone has misinterpreted your intentions, seek to clarify this with empathy. Calm communication will be key to resolving any conflict. The tarot also indicates that it's a good day to create happy memories with your loved ones. Simple activities, such as sharing a meal or taking a walk together, can strengthen family ties. Allow yourself to enjoy the present moment and put aside any resentment or worry. Finally, remember that you don't have to bear the full weight of family responsibilities. Learn to set boundaries and ask for help when you need it. Your well-being is just as important as everyone else's, and today is a good day to remind yourself of that. In terms of energy, your energy is a little low today, between medium and low. It won't be that low, but there will be a slight drop. You have to make an effort to be higher with your energy. Don't think that it's something that only affects you. You may be seeing that those around you are also lacking a little energy, or that you have people around you who are plagued with uncertainties and with very little desire to do things. That usually pulls us down a little, but you are a strong sign, and you quickly get the spark and click to get out of any situation. On the positive side, today you have to enhance the position of 3 planets that favor a certain introspection, as if the stars were telling you to stay still in your place and think about where you want to go. It is not your best time for action, but it can be the prelude to a positive change if you know how to look ahead. On the negative side, be careful, because the worst thing you can do when your energy is low is to look at the future as if it were just a continuation of the present. What happens tomorrow depends largely on what you start doing now. Also, be careful not to fall into a vicious circle of pessimism that leads nowhere positive. You can and should plan for what comes next, no matter how dark the current outlook seems to you. Everything will turn out okay, and what matters is how you manage that.